Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My beautiful library. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
That's weird.
My beautiful library. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My beautiful library.
I'm gonna go get my headphones because it sounds like it's echoing back through the computer.
Yeah, I think mine is too.
Looks like we're just waiting on Andrew.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you can decline that call from him because I gotta send him the right one.
Okay.
When the invitation came to you, did it come in an email or did it come to?
Mine came through the chat.
Huh. Okay.
My gamer headphones.
All right, there we go.
There we go. Cool. I did the same thing for Maria last time. You might need to use your headphones. I think we are having to use ours because of the echo. Because I gotta send him the right one.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, I was using Firefox, and then I got the video call, but it wasn't supported, so I had to go back to Google Chrome, and then it's confusing.
Every once in a while, it plays something from like 30 seconds ago. So hopefully it stops doing that.
Yeah.
Playing it from the actual Hangout site.
When the invitation came to you, did it come in an email? Okay, let me cancel that site. I canceled it on my phone.
Yeah, I got both.
Okay, so just leave this chat window open that we're using right now, and then close all the Google Hangout websites so it stops playing. I guess it's so weird. Didn't do that last time. Have you guys got a chance to read what we're supposed to do for this week's assignment?
Yes.
I have.
Okay, I've not got a chance to read it yet, but it looks like we're going to do a broadcast on the radio and on TV.
Right. 30-minute block.
Okay. I'm just reading through it right now. So we're doing two 30-minute ones with 7.5 minutes of commercials?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so we can do breaking news, local news, national news, financial news, education news. All right. So we need 3 current news topics. Hmm.
And we also need to pick one for the news and then one for the radio, the directors. So we'll have 2 people.
Okay. And everybody's in the right. Looks like 2 stories, right? One for TV and one for radio.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yes.
So we actually have to do a recording, huh?
It doesn't say that from what she posted in the classroom today, that there's not an actual recording, it's just the scripts.
Oh, okay, cool.
Awesome.
Okie doke. Well, would you guys be opposed to taking on those roles this time? And then we'll swap it out for the next assignment?
Yeah, that works.
That works. So which one do you want? Do you want news or the radio? TV or radio?
Let's see. I'll take television.
Television? Okay. So have you gotten any thoughts on like what kind of coverage you wanted to do for this week?
Which one of us are you talking to?
Both of y'all. Like have y'all gotten any ideas?
Andrew, you go first, and I'm going to look at these topics real quick.
Okay. I was looking through this. One story that I thought would be kind of cool to cover would be the minimum wage. How California and New York both have agreed to raise the minimum wage in their respective states. I know that it's been a big topic in the news, the past few months. And a lot of people are advocating for a higher minimum wage. So I figured this would be a story that a lot of people would take interest in, and a lot of people that have families and even young college students. So I felt like that would be one option.
That's a pretty good idea.
That's actually really good.
As far as like other ideas, we also have the Wisconsin primary tonight. I think it is. So for like politics, whoever wins that, or if it's already been decided, I haven't checked the news yet. That would be another good option.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to an event on Thursday that I could potentially write about as well. So, did you guys watch I think it was the Oscars.
No, I don't watch Oscars.
Okay, so the Oscars, they had Lady Gaga was on there and she did a performance, and she was introduced by Joe Biden, the Vice President,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about sexual assault and like awareness and how increasing awareness so that hopefully it would stop. And she's doing an event here on Thursday at 1:30. And she's going to be speaking at one of the colleges, and my wife and I are going to go see it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we're going to go see her and Joe Biden talk. So that could be a potential, like a news story to watch, or a news story to have on the radio or TV.
I think that one would be good for like the TV.
Okay.
You could also do like a sub story for it on the radio to kind of pitch it beforehand.
Okay. I'm gonna type that on the page that I made for this Hangout thing. You know, the little thing where we did last time, where it says like say something, we just type comments.
Good idea.
Hmm.
God, this table's so squeaky.
I don't know. Get away from the plug.
What ideas did you have, Maria?
I have actually still have been searching. I actually have a friend who lives out in San Diego, and he works for a private company where they kind of monitor some of the electronics out there, their programming. But he's been trying to keep me informed on something that's kind of a secret.
Okay, that sounds like a really interesting lead.
Well, it's the company that he works for. What they do is they go into your accounts and they readjust your accounts, like financials. They handle the financials, but it's mostly he works on the software side. So it's not like he's with any major corporations. The company that he's mainly with, they has started a new program and they're going to be releasing it. I think he said this Friday to the App Store, which is something that we can actually download to our computers that allows us to do more than just editing our, like how we use the Google Hangouts. We'll be able to do the same thing with our tech support.
Interesting.
And he's supposed to let me know if he can release any information, but I haven't heard anything back from him yet. But actually, I haven't really came up with anything main right now, except for like our education, which
Okay.
I'm kind of like centered on like trying to get more attention to the CHAMPS program, which is
So what is that one about?
the CHAMPS mentoring program is something that just kind of started new here at Ashford. It's only like 2 years old. So if y'all haven't heard of it, don't be surprised. What we do is like we help new students who first get enrolled into the system kind of get used to being online students. So there's Evan Gray, I think, is the main professor for Experience 102. Do you remember the first class you took when you first rolled in and they taught you like this is how you use the computer and this is how we do everything like this?
The first class I took was like a psychology class because I'd already done some online class.
Yeah, it should have been like one of the first 7 classes you took with Ashford.
What was it called?
I forget. It's like XP 102, I want to say it is. But he's the professor for it.
I think that I got exempt from that one because of the previous online schooling that I did.
Oh, they didn't do that for me.
Nope.
But it's a new, like they don't have a lot of mentors to offer kids. They take it's like the top students, your AB students, and they help the new students come in, try to get used to the online. We're not their tutors. We're like emotional support. Kind of like we're the people that kind of encourage you to stay in school.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Honestly, I need to read that article you did on student loans and refinancing and all that too. I just have been so busy. But that was pretty interesting. And Andrew, if I didn't already say, I liked your article on the sports student athletes and everything. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, the pictures really help too.
Yeah, no worries.
No, I think I've read all 3. I've read all the articles actually, and I think y'all did an excellent job doing all the coverage. I did look at Team D too, which I thought, like I said, the articles were interesting too. It's just they seemed really straight to the point.
Yeah, so I feel like ours definitely had like a more news feel to it. I mean, we'll find out when we get a good grade. I think when we get ours graded, I think we'll do well.
So I don't know how we're going to split it up because I know we need to do, since we're doing two separate stories, or is it, do we just do one story for both?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Let's see here. So students must submit work in Google Workspace by the following timeline. Well, actually, if I click on the assignment, it'll tell you exactly what's due, right? So the news director will complete the first page of the script packages once all the scripts have been loaded. Each student must upload the following into Waypoint. The original script the student wrote, the peer copy, or peer editing, and then the final product. So it sounds like we're, let's see. Go ahead, Andrew.
Sounds kind of similar to what we did last week.
Yeah.
You can say hi. No. This is my little baby. She's not so little. Say hi. Hi. So Nara.
Does she do all the writing?
Oh yeah, she does all my writing too.
Figured so much.
So each, for the television and radio, it's one.
So is it just one script?
It's just 30 minutes worth, right? It's not like that.
So it'd be like, there's only three of us, it'd be like a 15-minute coverage for each, or we could break it down even more, since we were supposed to have a fourth person.
Right.
So if 30 minutes, does that mean 10 minutes per person?
Yeah.
Not including commercials?
Not including the commercials. The commercials is going to take up about 7.5 minutes. So from that, we get what's the remaining 22.5, roughly. 23, 24.
So the 30 minutes includes our stories plus the
commercials.
Okay.
And 22.5 divided by 3 equals 7.5 minutes.
Fine.
So I remember when we were doing these stories for another class that we probably took, the Journalism 331. We'd do like 30-second stories. And I thought 30 seconds was, I don't remember if I thought it was long or not, but I think it was kind of long. Now we have to do 7.5 minutes.
I remember that assignment. In fact, I still think I have that assignment.
7.5 minutes seems like it's going to be kind of long. I don't know though. I mean,
but if
maybe
you break it down, like if you're breaking it down to like what you're going to talk about, what images you're going to post, what kind of soundtrack you're going to have with it, it actually uses up a lot of it.
Okay, that's a good idea.
The assignment that we have, you have to break it down, like every little step, like what you're going to say, how you're going to say it.
Are you talking about like the
actual
transcripts? Is that what you're talking about? The like the News Channel 5 Word document?
Mm-hmm. Where is it on here?
Okay, so yeah, it's like 10 seconds, there's a graphic, and there's a reporter, and he talks. And then 10 seconds, cue to the reporter.
Okay.
Visual elements and everything like that. This seems like it's going to be a little bit more complex than definitely the last one that we did.
Yeah. Because we're going to be including, so by the time we're combined, it'll be a 30-minute block from all three of our stories.
Okay.
That's why I was like, I'm not sure if we're doing 30 minutes news and then we're doing 30 minutes radio, the 7-minute block, 7.5 minutes each. And we might need to come up with another story idea too.
So basically 2 stories per person, one for each. Television and radio.
I'm reading through this thing here just so I understand it again. Yeah, so it does say like one story per person, I feel like, is the way I'm reading this. And then it says broadcasts are 30 minutes each. So two different broadcasts of 30 minutes. But like you guys said, I don't know if it's like we're doing the same story for TV and the same story for radio or different stories.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
We could ask.
I'm on the course home where all the announcements go,
Okay.
and trying to see, like the instructor posted something in there. Yeah, it just says this week you will take on the role of those journalists as you write for the ear and for the eyes. As you work together on this week's publication, you will find that the scripts that you write for each medium will need to include certain elements that will capture the attention of your audience for each medium. So I don't know if that's still like two different stories we're writing or the same story just in a different way.
Okay, I'm going to email her right now, and then we'll get an answer
Okay. Sounds good.
as soon as she replies. She's pretty good about responding to her email, thankfully. Let's see here.
Mm.
Okay, I just sent you the email. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have Andrew. Could you go on there and type in your whatever your suggestions were? I'll send you the link. Oh, you already did. Cool. Never mind.
Yep.
Haha. Awesome. Okay, so we have the minimum wage thing, and San Francisco being the first county to require businesses to provide fully paid leave to new fathers and mothers. And then we have
For
the.
mine,
Oh, go ahead.
I actually want to look up something. If I could actually get back to y'all on mine,
That's fine. Yeah, not
because
a problem.
yeah, my friend just sent me something, and I kind of want to look into it.
Yeah, perfect. You know, I'm glad we're having this meeting so early because we can start putting chat into our discussions, and I think that we'll just be set up for success in the long run. Let's see here. Is there anything else that we need to cover for our budget meeting? I feel like we've got a pretty good, take on what we're all supposed to do. I mean, not that I want to like get the heck out of here or anything like that, but
No, it's okay. My daughter's already asked me if she could eat. Told her to go check the kitchen.
So the roles were directors for each of those types. I think it's the same thing, yeah. So we have to upload our stories by day 5. And if you guys check your Google, it's probably in Google Hangouts. I sent you the transcripts. I uploaded them onto Google Docs.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys got a chance to see those.
Yeah, I looked at it.
Cool deal. So we can. I saw them and I was like, I'm gonna shoot them up there real quick. So
Sorry,
yeah.
I downloaded them to the computer.
Awesome. So yeah, okay. Does anybody have any other questions?
I don't think so. I think the only thing would be once the instructor emails you back, we'll know whether or not we have to do 2 stories or the same.
Cool deal. And then I guess while we're here, as far as like the content that we're gonna be putting into our pieces here, when it comes to like audio and stuff like that, if you see, I feel like this is kind of the same thing with the photographs last week. If you see like a news clip that was produced by like AP, or if you hear something, maybe, I don't know if you guys listen to NPR or if you listen to like a podcast, I think you can be able to take news snippets out of those as long as you properly like list the source. So for on the newspaper ones, I just put like, AP photo and the person who took the photograph. So if you're doing like a podcast on, what is it, like minimum wage being raised, or if you watch a CNN report and, Wolf Blitzer's talking about the minimum wage going up, if you can, time that and then properly attribute it, or even if you find the video on CNN's website, that's a good way to do it. Commercials and other stuff like that, I think probably the same thing, watch some TV news, and if you see a commercial for, like a Kia or something like that, I think that might be okay. I don't see why not, because that's what commercials are, So we'll just time it, and then, we'll say what the commercial was, and I think that would be like a good way to incorporate that. Do you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right, Maria, so if you'll put your stuff on that page where Andrew and I put our suggestions, as soon as you type that, I'll close this thing off, and then we'll start putting all the stuff into the discussion thing on our regular student portal where we do all of our talking about it under News Team A.
Okay. If I end up changing the topic, I'm going to let y'all know, because it all depends on what happens.
Yeah, that's not a problem. We have plenty of time to figure out our topics, and anything that we're working on right now may fall through. And if we do need 3, and because right now we have 4, so right now we have 4 ideas. So feel free to take from any of the things that Andrew and I have pitched, and we can share information. Like if you need, because I'll probably take a recording whenever Lady Gaga is talking or whatever, and I'll that'll be like an actual bit of recording that we can use to do the transcript. And if you want to take that story or whatever, I can send you the recording.
Yeah, I'm gonna let that be yours, since you're gonna have the first-hand experience on that. You'll be able to incorporate more of to get the listeners' feelings for it, and then have the video on top of it.
Definitely, yeah. And then if all 3 of you catch the any news on the primaries in Wisconsin tonight, be good stuff to just kind of pregame it and see what they talked about and all that.
Okay, that works.
Cool deal, guys. All right. Have fun. We'll see ya.
Okay, bye.
All right.